الرحمن. Bra, bra. Essayer de pas me faire éclater. Pas mal. Ici on les a éclatés déjà. Trouver chante nuit. Ouvrir la porte. En face, j'ai un boss. Audron.
Bet that'll fit in my pack. We have work to do.
Ah ouais, c'est pour quitter le donjon. Ok, donc du coup... Des mobs. Et de me les taper en frontal.
With a flick of the wrist.
The spider seems poised to attack, but she hesitates, tapping her claws as if trying to communicate. The other spider echoes her.
Dressage. On va tenter. Blah.
The spider relaxes slightly, but you feel her hunger and fear beneath the surface. She scuttles toward the door.
Mais bon, elles vont faire le ménage dehors. Parfait ça. Entrée de la grotte. sont en train de les buter.
Making my move. Blood comes easy these days.
I am fury. I am death. Can't afford to let up. Have to keep going. Victory awaits. Taste my fury.
This is my time.
Concentrate.
Elle est où? Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait là? Super, j'ai engagé le combat alors qu'elle était que blanc en bas.
No holding back. Dombita es. May the gods take you first.
I will ascend. No time to waste.
This is my time.
Let's finish this. Take you. Take you.
Putain, c'est trop là ce qu'il met là. Voilà. Déjà il a claqué.
Swift and lethal. My path be true.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
Let's end this. Take your
Encore fait buter.
Light on my feet.
victory awaits. My path be true.
Battle favors the fearless. I found my mark.
Allez, il a crevé.
My faith will protect me. Take you. Onward.
Ah, blah, blah. Il reste qui? Occupé. Carte disponible une. Il reste que celui en haut là. À deux ils sont.
Time to strike.
Merde, je voulais pas passer mon tour moi.
Taking position.
Comment je les sélectionne là vu que je les ai pas dans mon champ de vision?
Forever dauntless.
Il y a une échelle là ou pas? Ah ouais. Ouais, je vais monter à l'échelle en vrai.
Finding my way.
Got to focus. On I go.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Fleet of foot.
Can't give up. Heading there.
What path lies before me?
I will ascend. Make way.
Time's running out.
Need to act fast. Moving.
These boots have seen everything.
Enfin.
You actually did it. The leader's dead.
Enfin, bordel.
Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive. Let's get out of this pit, firstly. Return to the Grove. I'll make my own way there. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more bucolic surroundings than here.
Le sang d'ici.
Anything of use?
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Qu'on retourne au bosquet. Attends, déjà ça. Transfusion de santé, vous sacrez la moitié de vos points de vie restants pour soigner une cible de la même quantité de PV. Décharge concentrée. 36 points de dégâts. Vous devez vous concentrer sur un autre sort pour pouvoir lancer ceci. Si la cible est en train de se concentrer, vous récupérez autant de points de vie qu'elle subit de dégâts. Oh non. Prendre ça. Quand vous amenez une créature à moins de points de vie que vous n'avez de pouvoir évoluer d'ultide, elle meurt aussitôt. Toutes les créatures proches subissent 1.4 de dégâts physiques.
A long way to go still.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Ok, donc on retourne au bosquet. se faire éclater, non?
What's next, I wonder?
Arme de guerre ou marteau de guerre. Alors c'est pour elle peut-être.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's get on with it.
I've got a long road ahead.
Aurait dû sortir par derrière en vrai. Je vais être obligé de me les taper là.
don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
2000 pièces d'or. What?
The only thing you've managed to convince them of is that you absolutely do not belong here. Bon, faut que je sorte par la porte de devant, en vrai, j'ai pas le choix, quoi.
You've made a grave mistake.
Got to move. I am fury. I am death.
Watch and learn.
On my way. On the move.
No traps, please.
Encore lui?
I am fury. I am death. It's as if.
Let my enemies fall. Let's have a look. What a day. I could really use some shut-eye.
Rip the gizzard's face off!
Quoi? Moi je vais sortir d'ici là. Je peux pas se TP d'un camp à un autre là directement en vrai. Là je suis mort là. Hein. Ben voilà. Ah c'est mieux là. Masque de métamorphe. Transporter trop de choses. Ah oui.
A lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Ah oui, volons.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Le barde aux 9 vies. Anti-XP. Passe d'armure, veston de bienveillance. Accepté.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
So much.
Not yet, I'm afraid. But my expectations are very, very high. My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it.
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh,
C'est violent, quoi.
there's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, He produces an ice pick. Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now,
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Tret.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage. Please, try not to overexert yourself. You're in a rather fragile state at present. I can't help but feel partly responsible.
C'est quoi ce truc de quête de merde là?
Ah, my good fellow.
On va faire autrement cette
Cozy
fois-ci.
setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic after all. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
Allez, quitter le camp. On cache le masque déjà. Où est le bosquet? Il est là.
So, have we buried the hatchet, Laser?
And you do not for
No.
any
Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor, but if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
Le mode WASD, c'est trop bien en vrai.
The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it. It's not
Donne le
enough,
pognon, bordel.
but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korka. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink. I'm fine.
Incroyable.
No, no, an Albert.
Héros du peuple. Couronne de gloire. Quand il soigne quelqu'un d'autre, le porteur de cet objet récupère 1 à 6 points de vie. C'est quoi du sacre à pied, c'est là?
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Des nulos en vrai.
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes.
I need to dance. No. No, I need to lie down.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
We're supposed to be celebrating.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it. Yes. When you lie down for the night, I will come. And I will take what is mine.
What's up for discussion?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? One raunchy ballad coming up.
I should be out there.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without.
The singing.
But even so, thank you.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've even got to the gate. Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
No, let them have fun. I'll be ruining it come morning anyway.
On sait tout ce qu'il y a dans sa fête de mort là.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out. Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
Il va faire un 20, bordel. Non. Échec. 16.
I am ready.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us. Of course you did. I'm as extraordinary in bed as I am on the battlefield.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain that the journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise. May Sylvanas guide us.
Let's not forget the Devil Karlach. The coast is in danger for as long as she's loosed on it. We need to find her and kill her.
On a déjà visité les tréfonds
Oakfather's
obscurs,
blessings
bordel.
to you.
Quel enfer.
Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Precious little. But I'm quite
Precious
certain it can
little.
still be found.
Aradin was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Saluna. I'd start there.
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to say.
Tu l'as fini le game ou quoi?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing
T'as
else in
commencé une
nature I'm
partie que
glad
t'as
to
pas
see.
terminée en vrai, ça.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise.
Ah, de toute façon, les jeux comme ça, c'est mieux tout seul, parce que ils sont longs. Donc bon, chacun va avancer à son rythme, tu vois ce que je veux dire? Ou t'as pas envie d'avoir les mêmes choix que les autres, tu vois, c'est un peu... peut-être bien pour les combats, quoi, on va dire.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years. But to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
Oh, ce paix.
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations.
By the river.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Of course. Whatever you wish. With such stimulating company? Never better.
Ouais. Faudrait que je vide mon sac aussi, non? Y a pas un vendeur là? Je vois du ghosting autour du personnage. Avec l'Azael, bordel. Miroir magique. Ah non, ça c'est pour... Pour changer d'apparence. C'est mon écran qui fait du ghosting ou c'est dans le game là? J'ai l'impression qu'il y a une ombre noire autour du personnage. Ah non, dans le game aussi on la voit. J'aimerais bien... C'est qui elle?
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Il faut que j'aille là? Ah non, ça c'était une autre quête. Où est la crèche des Xianti? Elle est où Ah oui, c'était derrière les gobelins. Non, je veux déjà... Je veux déjà purger mon sac là. Pourquoi il marche? Contrôle, caps lock, majuscule. Peut-être en surpoids, non? En surpoids, je crois. Encombré.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. Of course.
Allez, prends tout là, parce que là j'en peux plus là, dans le sac c'est l'enfer. Je peux pas tout vendre d'un coup là? Contrôle, majuscule. Alt. Ouais, non. À double clic. Bon, j'en fais quoi des livres là?
May you keep balance.
Ok.
I wonder what the next move is.
Il est pas avec moi le druide.
Indolence breeds madness.
Mais n'importe quoi en vrai.
Let's get going.
Je pensais qu'il venait avec nous le druide en vrai. Il est pas là.
I've been watching you fight, Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
These tracks. Goblin?
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
Quoi ce truc?
it enough? Now, forward.
Ouf. Je vais pas passer par là, non? Il y a un mort là. Clé des anciens. On est où là?
I don't like the look of that mushroom. We should stay clear.
Ah ouais, sauter. Comment c'est Z? Super. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il y en a une qui est morte. Comment je fais? Je fais comment pour la raise? Chier. Faut que je ramasse tous ces trucs là ou pas? Oh putain, ça me fait chier les trucs là, mais... Il est où Alphonse là? Avec le PNJ là, non? Il est pas là? Bon, on verra demain, ça m'a saoulé. Ça me saoule les trucs là. Je rechargerai la partie avant. Good night.